David Schwartz just dropped his 3-point plan regarding XRP. You need to see this, along with pumps and dumps in crypto. But is it manipulation from foreign governments? And a big project's about to come to head. But is the price gonna follow? Speaking of price, XRP price talk at the end.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You get arrested, but you make some money. How does it sound as a Sunday for you? Before we get into the juice, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, relevant, maybe I'll share it. Steven Smith starts us off and says there was a country that shut down Twitter lately for something similar. USA will follow France's policy. France mad because people on Telegram was talking about them because of the Olympics opening freak show. Yeah, I was not the biggest fan of the Olympics this year, okay? You know what I want to see in Olympics? The most freakish fucking athletes ever. Fuck, I wish they got rid of drugs in the Olympics and just said, just go ham, fuck yourselves up, and just show the best product you got. But that's just me. Messiah 4980 says, come on, XRP, naughty Filipina girls need books for college. Also, them Thai chicks, from what I heard, Bitcoin's sitting at 64,311, ETH is 3770, while BNB is at 577. By the way, BNB is playing very well here. Seriously, for the year doing good, and kind of this last kind of movement down, they fairly well insulated. BNB close to 600, by the way. Toncoin down big, but whoa, people have already made 15% on it. XRP sitting at 60.1. Got to talk about XP. We got to talk about the volume. Look at Matic, though. Matic dropping big. All right. People are talking about Toncoin. This is the chart for the last month. And don't worry. We got the stuff from David Schwartz. I got it for you, okay? Look, Toncoin, here's the most recent move where you saw it go down, down, down. Well, look at this. It is like come up quite a bit. Got down to 538 and a little bit lower on certain exchanges. And now 591. So, I mean, moving on up, okay? This isn't nearly as bad as we saw as the pullback in August. So there were a lot of people like, well, if we don't hit those levels, we're not worried. That's why they're not worried. Pumps and dumps. It's crazy, everyone. So crazy that, listen to this. Toncoin breaks open interest record following the arrest of Pavel Durov. Now, by the way, I'm just going to sum up his arrest really quick. Okay, so he's the guy on Telegram. And basically what France is saying is that he is responsible for the terrorists and the people that use it and the platform because he's not moderating it enough. So now if any, like, you know, people that want to do naughtiest, nefarious things post about it or talk to each other on Twitter or X, is Elon responsible for that? I mean, like, I'm kind of seeing France reaching here a little bit and being like, yo, dude, like, they're responsible for it financially, and they're also responsible for being negligent. But if they're actually trying to, like, you know, be good with stuff, like, it seems like an overreach by France. But just like your comments at the beginning, there was someone who recently banned Twitter, and again, I can't think of it either, so thank you, Stephen Smith, because of something similar. So it's kind of just overreach from government. But listen to this. Overreach can make you money. And it can make you money if you know when to hit it. Earlier today, Bean and Crypto reported that Ton's price fell sharply after the public learned that Durov had been arrested. According to our findings, the CEO of the Telegram messaging app faces charges ranging from conspiracy and money laundering to terrorism. Dude, there are certain countries now that I will not be visiting. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. There are some countries that are making my list. As a result, Toncoin's open interest soared to 294 million. Holy shit. Think about that compared to the size overall. That is insane. Insane. That's the open interest chart right there on the screen. By the way, as always, any article you see in this video, along with the other ones, will be linked in the description below. Are you having a good Sunday? If not, there's still time to change it. Just think about that. Cardano's Chang hard fork. Oh my God. Girlfriend. Okay. Putting it out there for you. Pumps and dumps. You're not going to get much from the Chang. Look, this is the 6 month chart on Cardano. Do you see Chang hard fork kind of resounding, just pumping through? No. I mean, we're sitting here at 38 cents, and just 6 months ago, we were up at 74? Close to 80? And we're like 38 cents. Yeah, Chang hard fork. Well, Chang hard fork can suck my balls. Ripple CTO, there would be 3 possibilities if XRP became so scarce. You need to hear this. it's a little wordy. All right, I'll read it through without any of my antics, and then we'll discuss it after we talk some XRP price talk. Sound good? All right, cool. The first possibility is that the XRP community could agree to increase the divisibility of XRP. This change would be implemented through a software update, allowing for smaller divisions of XRP, making it more flexible and even usable if its overall supply diminishes significantly. This solution could be a straightforward way to maintain the functionality of XRP as a medium of exchange. The second potential solution involves altering the way the transaction fees are structured. Currently, fees are calculated in drops per transaction. If XRP became too scarce, the community could agree to switch the metric to transactions per drop. This would mean that rather than each transaction costing a specific amount of drops, a single drop could cover multiple transactions. This approach offers a way to mitigate the impact of scarcity by spreading the cost of transactions over fewer units of XRP. The final solution is more complex, as it requires the creation of a new asset called transaction credits. These credits would be introduced with a zero balance for all users and priced at 1/1,000,000th of an XRP. If a transaction required more credits than the user possessed, the necessary amount of XRP drops could be converted in the transactions at a predetermined rate. For example, 1 million drops to one transaction credit. The system would effectively decouple the transaction costs from the direct use of XRP, thus preserving XRP's value while still facilitating transactions. Wow. And essentially what he's saying is there's a lot of flexibility here. Let's talk about price and then we'll get into that after. All right. Not the best, okay? I mean, like, for real. Okay, 7 days is cool. 7 days is cool. I like it. Because there was a little bit of dippy dip down here. Zoom out to the month and you're like, okay, yeah, we got Torres, but too bad the Torres was freaking wasted on the fact that, like, the FOMO brought us all the way down, and the FOMO poop brought us all the way down to 46, 44, 45 cents. Oh, man, it sucks because that action here, the hit on the recent Torres action, wasn't on top of the FOMO. Right? Zoom out to the year. Let's just take a quick look. And yeah, there's been some money to be made if you're playing the pumps and dumps. And see, that's been the theme of today's video, because guess what? Pumps and dumps are all over in crypto. So we have to kind of think that these news cycles are very short-lived. Cardano thinking they're going to pump on the Chang is like, oh, okay, cool, have your 10, 15%. And then what? You're still going to look at it and be a big piece of poopy. Schwartz is out here, and let me tell you, this dude, like, I do get it. I get what he's saying. I think the problem is, though, is this is kind of pandering to the crowds. And by the crowds, I'm saying the masses, because the whole premise of this is if, like, XRP becomes so expensive that, like, all of a sudden transactional costs become super expensive, that they would just change what the transactional cost ratio would be. That's all it's simply saying, And the problem is he panders to that stuff. And it's just, he has to watch it because, like, the SEC still watches. So when they talk about, like, price and stuff, and I saw this from Charles where he said, oh, the Chang hard fork, we're back on the launch pad needing more fuel or something. Like, dude, you got to be careful because that's giving people, like, the anticipation or the expectation of profit. And you don't want to give the SEC any sort of reach here. So you got to be careful with that. But the XRP price action has really been about pumps and dumps. This is the 1 year up on the screen. What's the general theme here? If you've been able to buy below 50 cents, you've done pretty good because you've had opportunities several times this year to sell it over 60. But that's if you want short term. If you want to stack on long term, well, there's definitely been like tons of buying ops here. You had good window here in June and in May to buy some really, really cheap XRP. So seriously, for those of you who believe in, like, the long-term strategy of it, you're looking at this, like, quite strongly. to echo that is this: the community sentiment over the last like 3 days has really started kind of swinging up, like quite heavily swinging up too. Volume's not bad. Okay, we're right about $1 billion on that right now, ranked 9th overall, but the price is still kind of So dude's getting arrested because he's completely responsible for what happens on his platform. That is crazy. What about all the pornog run on the Google servers? What about all the stuff that happens on YouTube? Oh my gosh, there's tons of like really funky stuff on YouTube. And you're telling me we should arrest the YouTube CEO for that? I don't know about that, everyone. That kind of sounds like an overreach to me. Should these companies be doing due diligence, trying to make sure that their platforms are kind of not dealing with nefarious stuff? Yeah. You got to make an honest attempt to keep your platform clean. But at the same time, too, we should also be careful as to not step on free speech. And that bothers me as well, because what one person over here might think is a crime, that person over there might not. And that goes with governments, too. Heck, even states within a country can't even agree on anything. Look at the cannabis laws in the United States. Very, very different state to state, and especially federally illegal. So that's my point. Now, in terms of pumps and dumps, for real, that is just the life of crypto, man. It is the people that have been able to time, which is like next to impossible to do. But if you have been able to keep your brackets and to keep your plan within those brackets, short term, you have done really, really well. Long term, it's got to be frustrating, because long term you're sitting here going, where's the juice, man? Where's the juice? And I'm like, yo, bro, it's Sunday. There should be no excuse for not getting juice on Sunday. By the way, football season's starting soon. Anyone excited about that? U.S. football, not European football. I get it. No Bayern fans in the house, I'm sure. There's probably not Bayern fans in the house. But XRP long-term price has definitely been a laggard. But earlier I talked about a story where it's a rising tide floats like all ships, or whatever the hell it is, the saying. And XRP is going to get help from the Fed and Feds across the globe, because lowering the cost of money is going to make risky things more digestible, especially when it comes to big money, institutional sized money. But pumps and dumps are still ruling the land, whether you're hanging out on OF or you're hanging out in the crypto field. What are you doing for the rest of this Sunday? Or Monday, if you're someone that didn't hit the notification bell so you didn't get this video right away. Or it's just like a time zone lag. But there shouldn't be. Most of y'all should be awake. But let me know what you're doing, because I'm about to stretch. I'll catch you cool cats later. Choo choo bitches. Cody Co is quiet.